to learn about the plate concept that you are seeing here. What you can see here is a thali or a plate, and the way we normally eat is shown here, where you fill the plate with a lot of rice, like a mountain of rice as we call it, and then we have in South India, for example, we'll have rice and sambar, then rice and rasam, then rice and curd, and then some other rice item for as dessert also. So we are eating rice all the time. So it turns out that 70 to 75% of our entire diet comes from carbohydrate. Now, when you have such a high carbohydrate load, it's very difficult to prevent diabetes, and it's also very difficult to control diabetes. So the first thing that you should do is to follow the healthy plate concept which I have shown here. In the healthy plate concept, what do? You have the same thali, no doubt, but now you see 50% of that thali is filled with healthy, green, leafy vegetables. So vegetables form half of your plate. Now you got the other half. In that half, divide it into 2 quarters, and 1 quarter, as you can see here, is reserved for protein, and that is what Indians don't take. Particularly in South India, the protein intake and therefore the fiber intake is very low. Now where do you get the protein from? I would prefer the protein to come from vegetable sources like Bengal gram, green gram, black gram, rajma, soya, mushroom. All these constitute very good vegetable protein. They are very healthy, they don't have any fat, they give you a lot of nutrients, and they give you a lot of fiber. So vegetable protein is superior to animal protein, and there is a lot of data to support this. However, for a staunch non-vegetarian, if they come and tell me, "Doc, you are telling me not to eat sugar, now you are telling me to give up non-veg also, this is too much. I can't, it's not worth being a diabetic and not worth living," that's what they say, such strict non-vegetarians. So it's not that non-veg should not be taken. I said vegetable protein is better than non-vegetarian protein, and I am sticking to that. But if you want to take non-veg protein, you can take fish or chicken. Try to avoid red meat. White of the egg is very good. You may say, why not the yellow? Yellow is also good. It gives you protein, but yellow contains cholesterol. 1 egg contains 300 milligram of cholesterol. That's your total limit for the whole day. So if you have taken that 1 egg, you cannot take cholesterol in any other form. Whereas if you take the egg white, there's 0 cholesterol. It gives you a lot of protein. So you can have your fat in other forms. Okay? So if you're taking 1 egg, then that's fine. You have the egg white and the yellow. But the advantage of taking egg white is that you can have 4 egg whites or 5 egg whites, because there's 0 cholesterol and you're increasing your protein intake. So that second quarter of the plate is reserved for protein. Now you have got the last quarter. That is where your carbohydrate should come in. Now there is no need, just because you live in the south and you're rice eating, to change to chapati. That used to be the old teaching in my father's days, where you have rice, change it to chapati, then you won't eat much. In the north, oh, you like chapati, so you stop that and take rice. You know what happens actually? When you tell them to eat chapati, they'll eat 8 chapatis, thinking, oh, chapati only, no, I'm not taking rice. Because all the while in his mind he's thinking, I'm not taking rice, I'm not taking rice, I'm not taking rice. So they overeat the chapati and finally the sugar goes up. If they're taking the rice, they'll be more careful. And so the opposite in the north as well. So continue what you like, continue what you're used to, but reserve only quarter of the plate for that rice or that chapati or any other carbohydrate that you take. If you